Yeah, somebody finally did something about it, you know, the cars and stuff. It's something you always dreamed about when you're riding around. It's something you always dreamed about when you're riding around.
Eddie Fiola's Gary Pollock's Fact or Freestyle, issue 21. I Dream of Gumbee, presented by the Terradome Sports Science Research Center. Autograph page, sponsor message. Joe awoke to a text. I had a dream. We need to talk. Joe put his phone in his magic coffee can and went back to sleep.
It was the biggest BMX road crew I've ever seen. 15 riders, 2 dogs, 1 inflatable Gumbee, and not a single kale salad inside. And Rick Moliterno was sleeping like a monk. I was horrified reading the hamburger menu. Then Eddie Roman jackknifed the tour rig, but he had a GoPro and he forgot to bring the PA system. And then it all crashes in slow motion and there's lens flare and this deep voice that goes, mic'd up, mic drop. And then a guy named Randall says, you boys made a lot of noise and left behind a lot of low end. But that ain't what's got me riled. And then he turns and points to his jet black 1967 Thunderbird.
Was it a Thunderbird turbo coupe like what Joe Johnson had?
Yes, and then it was AI that caused the crash because the muffler was bad.
Dave revealed the rest of his dream to Joe over the next 2 hours.
I think that's great. Cannonball Run 43 is a Carl's Jr. ad featuring Eddie Roman trying to find a PA system for the show his proteges are going to put on at the site of the first 2 Hip Meet the Street contest in Santee. They've been meditating with Rick Moliterno to learn how to 180 with a coaster brake.
And I'm teaching them how to pronounce Abubakar.
The plan couldn't miss. Dave puts his favorite swatch in his magic coffee can and goes back in time to legendary contest spots. He brings Polaroids of the event to the city council and buys a permit to host the reunion show 37 years later, after everyone on the council has retired and wants to prank the next generation council members. The documentary includes Dave showing up to request the specific permit number and the stunned look on the clerk who finds it.
The only stipulation is that they have to wear helmets. Now, Volker could live coach someone to do his run, including that epic loop out and walk off. Craig Campbell could live coach the wall ride 540. Todd Anderson pack wall plant with coaster.
Bill Batchelor can life coach the photographer.
Re-meet the street, meet the street repeat. Was it a dream? Was it a vision? Was it a premonition? Bomba! And then you had the zoom kind of cool sound effect. Oh wait, I missed my exit. I have to call you back.
Dave texted me at 3:43 a.m. Then we talked while I was picking up my lunch.
Please tell me he told you about his dream and asked you to use AI to make a show about it that comes to life as a tour.
Your wish is granted.
The tour is now a travel through time to the most important events in BMX history. The first one is the 2 Hip Meet the Street contest in Santee.
The tour bus is like a time machine going through hyperspace. The new school farm boys are paired up with a space pirate and an old wizard, who prepares their mindset for a challenge met by the greats a long time ago. When they arrive, the contest spot is set up like it was back in the day, and the 5 YouTubers do their mentors runs.
This could go so wrong, but then go so right.
Okay, let's rework the pitch. Dear Grog, Cannonball Run 43 gonzo reboot of the original feature film, adapted as the story of 5 BMX YouTubers that take separate tour buses across the country. During the ride, they meet with their mentors who prepare them for 5 epic challenges. Each challenge takes place at the original location of historic BMX events that changed the course of history. Please write a brief pitch for the project. I am the one commanding this question be answered.
Title: Cannonball Run 43 BMX Blitz. Pitch: in a high-octane gonzo-style reboot of the iconic Cannonball Run, 5 bold BMX YouTubers, each with a massive following and a knack for chaos, embark on a cross-country race in tricked-out tour buses, chasing fame, glory, and the ultimate viral video. Along the way, they rendezvous with legendary BMX mentors who school them for 5 epic challenges, each set at a historic BMX location that shaped the sport's legacy. From the gritty ramps of Brooklyn's 1980s street scene to the sun-scorched dirt jumps of the 1993 X Games in California. These challenges, insane stunts, grueling races, and wild freestyle showdowns push their skills, rivalries, and friendships to the limit. Packed with heart-pounding action, irreverent humor, and a killer soundtrack, Cannonball Run 43 BMX Blitz is a love letter to BMX culture and a turbocharged adventure for a new generation of thrill seekers.
Flatland Assassins. From belief comes the stoke to make the trick come to life.
If you are ready to believe that 5 BMX YouTubers will go back to the location of the first 2-hip Meet the Street contest and recreate their Life Coaches runs, then click through to the home study course now. This home study course is presented by the Terradome Sports Science Research Center, the science of the feeling of belief.